Welcome back to the How to Buy a Home Like a Boss educational series. In this lesson, we're going to talk all about down payments. Down payments are one of the most often discussed and perhaps the most misunderstood aspects of the home buying process. In a recent poll conducted by the Urban Institute, over 39% of renters thought that you needed 20% of the purchase price to put down when buying a new home. While this is certainly an option for a down payment, it is very far from the only option. In fact, the median amount for a down payment over the last 2 years in the United States has hovered much closer to 5% of the purchase price. For context, if you're buying a $300,000 home, that is $15,000 instead of $60,000, which would be 20%. Additionally, there are many options out there for first-time home buyers that can shrink that 5% down to a much smaller number. Oh, and did I mention that if you are currently paying around $1,600 in rent, it is really likely you can afford that $300,000 home. In reality, there is no one-size-fits-all solution for the amount of money that you will use for your down payment when buying your first, second, or fifth home. So rather than go into the weeds about this, what I would suggest you do, two things. Number one, if you're renting and you're curious, change your paradigm from I don't think I can afford the house to I wonder if I can afford this house. That way you can reach out and do number two, which is speak to a savvy lender. I have several lender partners who would be more than happy to speak to you on a no obligation call to talk a little bit about what might work for you. No pressure, just facts. So if you are curious about what you might be able to afford, click the link below to check out the blogs of one of my trusted lenders, and they will help you determine whether or not you can or cannot afford to buy a home currently. Thanks for tuning in to this lesson. Check us out on the next lesson in the How to Buy a Home Like a Boss educational series.